Smash the like button by coming in. We have here the WBO welterweight champion Brian Norman Jr. in Saudi Arabia. Man, how's everything going with you?
Do everything going wonderful, man. It's fight week. We almost here. Shoot, it's about that time.
I mean, how's the whole the fan base and the media, taking you, perceiving you as a champion coming into this country?
I believe everything been cool so far. Of course, today was a whole bunch of media stuff going on today. Um, that's why I feel like it just is what it is. A part of the game.
What does this training camp and this lead up to this fight mean to you? Obviously you're 24 years old right now, undefeated. You're in the top of your game, you're top of your hype. How was the training camp?
Now the training camp was wonderful. I learned a lot throughout my career so far regarding what to do, what not to do. Sometimes you got to push it, sometimes pull it back, things of that nature. So, now this been on point, and as you see, this whole year I've been fighting as is anyway. So I already came into camp in shape, on point anyway. So it was just more tighten up on the small details.
What do you think about, as far as mental warfare is concerned? I mean, we've been seeing on social media people talking about, your weight, photoshopping. I mean, obviously the two fathers are great promotional assets to this event per se, but you tell me, is it anything different from this fight versus, all the other ones, mental attitude?
No, not at all. I mean, I know who I am, and I trust who I am. I trust the work that I put in, so I won't let what people say alter my opinion about myself. I know real life, so I got people out there talking about something that they don't even see in person. So, I don't really care about what the people say. I know what's going on this side.
You talked about that when it comes down to, people's with resumes, and he's talked about, who has he fought. When you as a fighter, you as a boxer alone, how do you view that? Because, listening to some of your interviews leading up to the fight, you could see that he has also flaws in his resume, and you look at yourself as more equal. Some people feel like you need to show more. I look on BoxRec, they got Devin Haney as the number one welterweight, and they have you as the number two. In ring, they have you as number one. I'm looking at the odds making right now. Shout out to DraftKings. They got you as a minus 120 now, and him as a minus 105. What do you feel like the people believe in this fight?
Really, I don't focus on that aspect to it, but I'm gonna go back to the ranking system you was talking about, and regarding the fact that he was above me. This is how I look at that. So now, has he been fighting quote unquote top guys longer than me? I would say yes. He has been a name longer than me, and we all know names hold weight. So that's why he is above me regarding that aspect to it. But welcome to the real world where that your name don't matter, only real life matter. So and in my head, I'm the best ever.
When he talks about the levels, you're two steps below him when it comes down to levels. Top Rank has the best matchmaking. You stand toe to toe in front of him, and you're listening to this. What do you really say as far as the actual competition itself? You've been having some great performances, back to back KOs, and this game is all about performances, and you're building your name through those. I mean,
Mhm.
you tell me, when it comes to those levels and him saying you're two steps behind, how do you take that?
I take that for what it is. It's like, okay, his thing was, I'm knocking out these guys. I'm showing my power with guys. I'm supposed to do that too. You fought guys when you was coming up as well, and you didn't do what you was supposed to do. You feel me? You still went the distance. You had the same opportunity. You could have got a knockout like I did in my last fight. The one before that, or the one before that, but you wasn't doing that. So with my opposition, I did accordingly what I was supposed to do. Pop said, if they don't belong in the ring, get them out. I did that. Obviously, we see he didn't do the same. So I'm not saying he's not a hard worker or anything like that. It's just I see flaws in the statements that he tried to say about me. It's like, no, I'm really like that. And now it's just your turn to so-called show these levels that you speaking of.
In the face off, he's taking some quotes from Floyd Mayweather, and instantly, you're in the table and you gravitate to him and you throw it in his face. Um, as far as the mental war, do you feel like you're winning that aspect?
I don't really think about that aspect to it, but he definitely know that he can't budge me mentally, and I don't care about being loved or liked or disliked, but you will respect me, and he definitely respect me.
When it comes to A side and B side in this fight, how do you feel about it?
That don't really matter to me. I mean, of course, I'm the champion, but it got my name second, a whole bunch of stuff like that. That's the business aspect to it. Like, okay, cool, I just tapped it on the chin, but that's just for the looks of it all. I don't really trip on that aspect to it.
Right, right. As far as like, you've been in the ring with like the best of them, as far as sparring is concerned, and actual guys that competed at, full out welterweights. Do you feel like this weight situation could be a factor, just knowing that he's really jumping into a real world class welterweight right from the start?
I'd say he been actually supposed to be up here with us, with me, right here at this weight class. Like, not seeing him face to face, like we at the exact same size. So, I feel like this finally his first, I'm gonna say 50-50 fight. Everything on the even plan. Shoot, almost the same. Both same height, same size for real, same arm length. So it's the first time that he's real deal fight somebody just like him. He only had a few other fights. Somebody his size. Of course, Ryan Garcia was his size. Jose Ramirez was his size, and there was one guy. I think he did get a knockout back in whatever. I think 2019.
Antonio Moran.
Um, I don't know his name, but I think it was that guy. But yeah, you feel me? So he really hasn't fought, and then but he was a smaller guy size wise. So I think this is the first time. Well, not the first time. These the one of the few times that he's fight somebody actually his size.
He also says in the round table with you and Chris Maddox that don't be surprised, don't remember this day, if as far as him knocking you down. You talk about standing in the pocket. People talk about this, Tom and Jerry stuff. How do you feel like this fight really plays out?
We shall see. I know for a fact he ain't gonna sit in no pocket with me at all. And even still, this for all the fighters. I want y'all to realize something. Just because you sit in the pocket don't mean you got to get hit. So, once again, the boxing game is not a rock'em sock'em thing. Take your time. Just because I'm on the inside don't mean nothing. Like, you can take little small steps over here. You feel me? Just little angles or whatever. Take control of your opponent, control the head, things of that nature. Step around them, still right there in the pocket. So, if he try to stay right there for 3 seconds, I bet he get out that kitchen.
Mm. When he talks about, Chris Maddox, when he talks about, not making the fight entertaining, and like the Jose Ramirez fight, he specifically said it's not my fault that he can't cut the ring off. You know, for the people out here, you know what I mean, that really enjoy this game of boxing, when you hear stuff like that, do you feel like right from the jump, do you feel like he's gonna play into your game plan?
We shall see, but I know for a fact that is what's going to happen anyway. I don't fight anybody else fight. I fight my fight. So, what he said about dude not being able to cut the ring off, he right. That's his fault. Like, when I was watching that fight, I realized he was actually there. He just didn't take the proper precautions, like throw a jab or something like that. You feel me? So, like, he could have um tried harder, put more output, anything like this. Two people in the ring. Devin was the only one. And then Devin was winning the fight. So that means you need to change something. So no, I ain't gonna even put that on Devin. Of course, the entertainment value. He didn't win in that aspect, but at the end of the day, he won. And that's really did what mattered. And look at where he at now, off of the win. And where's Jose Ramirez right now? Off the loss. We don't know. So I can't really fault him for that. He won the fight. Now he can worry about bigger and better things, while the other guy, he didn't make the proper adjustments. So hey, look how life worked.
When's the first time that you ever thought that this was gonna happen? Like how many like months, years have you set eyes on Devin knowing that this could happen? November 22nd.
Sure. Believe it or not, I never thought it would happen because, of course, like I said before, he was at 135. And then he just had got to 140. So I'm thinking maybe he gonna be right here for a little minute. So now I really wasn't thinking about it. And then right, I believe right before my Jisasaki fight, he tried to call me trash. And then literally a few days after my fight, it was less than a week. We had all of this lined up already. So it was literally just right after Jisasaki fight, all of this started happening.
Do you feel like, you have to, win inside 12 just due to the circumstances?
Um, I don't trust the business of boxing. I'm gonna be real with you. It's a lot of fighters that got twisted by it. It's a lot of fighters that got lost in it, and they will do it blatantly and say, "Do something about it." You feel me? And nothing will change. So that's why I always try to do and handle everything myself because I ain't got time to play them games. I'm going against the grain. I'm betting on myself. I know what's going on. It's like I ain't got nobody behind me for real. So why y'all want me to win? I'm not on y'all side. I'm not with y'all. I ain't trying to up y'all or anything like that. I'm just out here on my own hustle. I'm my own man. I'm my own island pretty much. So it's just like, why would they even try to help me out? You feel me? So that's how I go into every fight. And shoot, I gotta go out there and get mine.
He's had the physical advantage in most of his fights. Not the Ryan Garcia fight. I think Ryan was a little bigger than him. And then other fights, I think, the Ramirez, we can't really test that, right? So I mean, with these other ones that he's had those advantages, do you feel like that's could be a big advantage for you? Just knowing that, you have that size advantage, do you feel like that will make a big part play a big factor in this one?
You saying I got the size advantage?
Yeah.
I'm really not that big of a guy. I'm be real with you. So I think me and him are actually the same as that size, like literally on point with it. But I feel like what matters most is how you carry it. Like I can go into the gym and spar heavyweights, which I do all the time. I spar heavyweight and I can push them back. I can bully them. You get what I'm saying? And not even on no I gotta dig real deep type thing. No, like I can just budge you a little bit and they fall off balance, they fall in here. You get what I'm saying? So um I feel like it's more so a foundation type thing. I don't know how to even explain it. Like it's just something deep. You feel me? Like I guess you say because I'm country or something like that, like country strong or whatever. But no, it's just to me, it's just how you carry that same weight.
What do you
But hold up. For example, same thing with me and Dev. Muhammad Ali and George Foreman had the same exact everything. Believe it or not. If you go look at, well, I would say young George. If you go look at it, there's the same weight, same height, all of that. But one is known as a power puncher, one is known as a speed fighter. You get what I'm saying?
mhm.
So it's all about how they foundation is set.
You're talking about the old school fighters. You got Marvin Hagler, the War Hat. He's from out here in the Massachusetts area. Is that like something that you're trying to, send a message that you want to be, how he was like the ruler of the middleweight, you being the ruler of the welterweight? Do you see yourself here for a long time?
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna say first of all I brought the hat because I mean it's a nice hat, man. Like look at it, got the red with the white busting off that thing. You feel me? So no, the hat just hard like that. You feel me? But no, I definitely do want to same way he took over 160 and like just you feel me? He blocked that whole lane off. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm finna do right here at 147.
Right, right. And do you feel like this fight will kind of take place in a war? Just to get that victory, do you feel like you have to take it there? And that's why also representing it as well?
If need be.
Yeah. So tell me, What do you feel like, the fans will get to see out of you? You've been surprising us with like early KOs, back to back. Tell me, as far as the style's concerned, right? What does Devin Haney bring out of you that you feel like you haven't been able to show the public to this day?
That it goes worldwide, it goes global on what I do and who I am. A lot of, yeah, they say my fights have been against flat-footed fighters that come forward and sit there and just eat those shots. It's like, okay,